66 and all the other American highways, I've come to what they call the other Iraq for a very different type of road trip. Why would you come here, you ask? Well, you're about to find out. In a country ravaged by war, the semi-autonomous northern area of Kurdistan is considered by most travel advisories as relatively safe. Thanks to a no-fly zone introduced in 1991 to protect the Kurds from Saddam Hussein, the region has had more of a chance to repair and develop than the south. Disputed areas are still dangerous and a no-go, but for the most part you're free to hit the open road. This particular one, built by New Zealander Archibald Hamilton almost 100 years ago, is heralded as an engineering feat, and it goes all the way to Iran. When Hamilton first started building this road in the late 1920s, nobody thought he could do it. Aside from uniting all of the tribesmen who were working for him, he also had to chisel and dynamite his way through all of these mountains. In the summer, hundreds flock here from Iran, Turkey and Egypt. Although areas in the south of Iraq like Ur and Babylon are beautiful and rich in history, many people who live there travel north for time out.
We do picnicking, we see this nice sceneries, it's beautiful weather in the summer, and in the winter it's nice as well. So we just enjoy ourselves, and the area is developing further.
طبعا بغداد مو أمينة أولاً، وهنا كلش أمان، ناس محترمين يحترمون العرب هواية زين، وكلش نحب نجي هنا لأن صيف شتاء صارت هي مصايف إلنا أولاً لأن أوضاع الأمنية وشي حلو هنا كلش.
At this time of year though, the cold winter months bring a different type of scenery. The views of snow-capped mountains and villages are best enjoyed from a height. We're now at the top of Korek Mountain. It's the second highest mountain in Kurdistan. Amazing views, and in a couple of years' time, it's hoped that tourists will come here to ski down these slopes. Money has been pouring in from international companies since the regional government opened the doors to domestic and foreign investment in 2006. This year, with more of a focus on the tourism industry, the government predicts around $7 billion worth of investment. 24 airlines now fly into Erbil airport, and more than 500 3- to 4-star hotels have been built.
When I arrived here in January of 1992, there was very little in this country that had not been demolished. 4,500 villages, 95% of the country had been destroyed by Saddam Hussein. Many villages gassed. There were no eggs to buy in the bazaar because the chickens had all been killed. There was nothing, little fuel, few cars. And we have watched over the course of 20 years a region emerge from the ashes of that disaster to become a very dynamic, democratic society and becoming a very prosperous society.
Now, of course, there are eggs and chickens and a great deal more. Erbil has just been named Arab Tourism Capital of 2014 by the Arab Council of Tourism. According to the government, 2 million people visited the region last year. This year, it hopes that figure will rise to 5 million.
مثلا قلاي هولير مثلا اگر جيجا مثلا اركولوجيا كان باسكين مثلا قلاي هولير ك كونترين جيجا لما يجي بشريت ك تا استا اويتي دا هي يعني سوق جيجس دانشتنا يعني خلق لناوي دجي ياك دو باركي شانه درك انساني نياندرتال ناوي دوزرايتوا وچندين ديان جيجي شنواري وهاي دغمنمان هي لجيهان لكليره هي لقل او جيجا طبيعي و جيجي تاريخي زور.
With life in Baghdad and in the south of Iraq in general still extremely dangerous, you can really understand why people who live there would come here. There's such a sense of peacefulness and calm sat here beneath the citadel. But in disputed territories like oil-rich Kirkuk and Mosul, where travel is not advised, fighting still continues. Thousands of troops line the borders as some Kurds push for greater autonomy and even full independence for their state. And it's because of that tension that the region still has a hard time convincing the outside world it's different from the south.
General tourism is going to explode before very long. It can't quite happen yet, however, because the security isn't absolutely perfect, and that's not surprising. So don't travel unless you've got yourself well organised, you're with other people, your route is known, you've told people where you're going, you know what you're doing, and you're capable of handling the consequences.
This week is the 10-year anniversary of the US-led invasion. Today, the Kurds no longer fear persecution from Saddam Hussein, and instead of looking to the past, many now say they have the freedom to focus on their future. At least for now, the mountains where Kurdish fighters once hid from and battled with the former dictator lie in peace. Their beauty admired by Hamilton Road drivers, eager to see the place they call the other Iraq.